Dah. Mulai, Ci.
Baik, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Okay, today we from Group 4 will present the result of our discussion on Suharto leadership. With our own group member, Ailusiana Andica with study ID 2304251 and my friend
I'm Akila Zakira with ID 2304212,000.
I am Safira Dina Armadan, ID study 2304279.
I'm Sabira Ramadhani, study ID 2304280.
I'm Daniel Arifin-Rawan, member ID 230421387.
Okay, the first material will be explained by my friends Akila. To Akila, please continue.
Okay, thanks to moderator. Suharto leadership, Suharto vision, stability, and development of the new order. Suharto with his new order carried clear vision, political stability, and economic development. This vision is realized through a series of 5 growth: food self-sufficiency and industrialization, which is achieved through state control and ideology uniformity. Next. Suharto is integrity between praise and critique. Suharto leadership was less for more than 3 decades, was colored by various views regarding his integrity. On the one hand, he was praised for his firmness in maintaining political and economic stability, as well as his ability to build national infrastructure and programs that had success in improving the standard of living of the Indonesian people. Next. Suharto effective communication. Suharto communication was characteristic by a subtle, indirect style and often used symbolic language. He was skilled at conveying message through rhetoric
Okay, thanks to Akila. The next material will be explained by Sabira. To Sabira, Please continue.
Thanks to moderator. Ability to motivate. Suatu ability to motivate can be endlessly as follow. One ability to motivate through power and will. Two ability to motivate through influence. Three weakness in motivating. Next, empathy attitude. One empathy toward two empathy attitude in fetching this state. Three limit of empathy. Next, with decision making. Suharto is a leadership style that matches the human characteristic include in theory. This meant that Suharto had a tendency to take decision unilaterally and
Ini
control the
apaan sih?
situation directly.
Oh, iya.
Next, thank you.
Thank you to Sabira. The next material will be explained by Vira. To Vira, please continue.
Thank you to moderator. Next material is ability to delegate. Suharto ability to delegate power saw a complex pattern. On the one hand, he is now to be able to place people he trusts in key government and military position. This allows for the creation of stability and efficiency in running the government. Apart from that, the practice of delegation is often colored by nepotism, where the family and their corones get privilege in various fields. Next. Suharto adaptability, flexibility, instability. Suharto leadership was characterized by his ability to adapt to change times in order to maintain the stability of his power. At the beginning of the new order, he focused on political and economic stability through centralist and militaristic policies. Suharto began to lose in his control, although on a limited basis. However, its adaptation was limited to change tactic, not fundamental change in its system of power. This ultimately became one of the factors that triggered the crisis and destruction. Thank you. I return to moderator.
Thanks to Vira. The next material will be explained by Wawan. To Wawan, please continue.
Thanks to moderator. Suharto's attitude of responsibility can be analyzed as follows. Number one, systematic and tactical attitude. Suharto had a systematic
Kayak
and
takut banget
tactical
gitu loh.
attitude which
Kayak kita kan
can
udah sering
be
ngulang kan.
seen
Jadi takut
from
ini nggak ke-record gitu.
several
Paham nggak sih?
policies
Apa enggak kalau nggak ada suaranya gimana?
implemented during his tenure as
Takut
president.
gitu loh.
With
Bener-bener
number
udah
two, great
1000 kali anjir
responsibility.
kayaknya
Suharto
ngulang
had great
kita.
responsibility as the
Capek
leader
banget.
of the country. Three, weakness in exercising
Kalau ini sih
power.
ada sih, dia ada gambar mic gitu.
Suharto had several
Mungkin kalau
weaknesses
misalnya kita
in
tutup baru nggak ada suaranya.
exercising his power,
Tapi
such
tetap
as
takut.
involvement in corruption and abuse of power. Next, Suharto's continuous learning. Suharto's leadership was characterized by significant adaptability and continuous learning. From a military background, as continues to learn
Sedih
and adapt
kayak sebentar gitu
to
loh, paling
the
10 menit.
complexities
Ya kan?
of government
Tapi
and
entah ya,
national
yang
development.
lama.
He is also responsive to socio-political change,
Takut banget.
although
Kuota
often
gue
with
di
an
tengah-tengah habis kan.
authoritarian approach.
Emang
Suharto's continuous learning was also reflected in his ability to build network with various groups, both domestic and international, to support stability and development. Thanks. I'm return to moderator.
thanks to Wawan. The next, I will read the
Review lebih pendek.
conclusion. In conclusion is, Suharto leadership was known for stability and rapid economic development, but was also characterized by centralization of power. As a leader, he saw responsibility in maintaining state order and
Ini jangan
upholding
record
people
suara di laptop
welfare
aja kan,
through
suara kita
various
ngomong sekarang
development
nggak record.
programs. His wisdom can be seen in the economic strategy that brought Indonesia toward food self-sufficiency and industrial growth. However, although there is an empathetic side to his social policies, his leadership has also been criticized for authoritarianism and human rights violation. Okay, that's all the explanation from our group. If there are any mistake, please forgive them. I will end it with wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.